सियावर रामचंद्र की जय। हर 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 महादेव शंभो। हर 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 महादेव। ओम वक्रतुंड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देवा सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। गजाननं भूतगणादिसेवितं कपित्तजम्बो फलचारुभक्षणम् उमासुतं शोकविनाशकारकं नमामि विघ्नेश्वर पादपङ्कजम्। जय 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 गणनायक जय जय विघ्न विनाशक। जय 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 गणनायक जय जय विघ्न विनाशक। हे शुभ मंगलदायक विद्या बुद्धि प्रदायक। हे शुभ मंगलदायक विद्या बुद्धि प्रदायक। गजवदना गौरी नंदन गजवदना गौरी नंदन गजवदना गौरी नंदन
गजवदना गौरी नंदन।
गंगाधर शिव शंभो नंदन गंगाधर शिव शंभो नंदन। जय 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 गणनायक जय जय विघ्न विनाशक। जय 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 गणनायक जय जय विघ्न विनाशक। जय जय विघ्न विनाशक जय जय विघ्न विनाशक। बोले गणपति भगवान की जय। ओम श्री सूर्याय नमः। ओम श्री सूर्याय नमः। ओम श्री सूर्याय नमः। ओम प्रभाकराय विद्महे दिवाकराय धीमहि तन्नो सूर्यः प्रचोदयात्। ओम आदित्याय विद्महे मार्तण्डाय धीमहि तन्नो सूर्यः प्रचोदयात्। ओम अश्वध्वजाय विद्महे पद्महस्ताय धीमहि तन्नो सूर्यः प्रचोदयात्। ओम नमः भगवते श्रीसूर्याय नमः। ॐ नमो भगवते श्रीसूर्याय नमः। ॐ नमो भगवते श्रीसूर्याय नमः। श्रीसूर्याय नमः। आदित्याय नमः।
श्रीसूर्याय नमः। आदित्याय नमः।
आदित्याय नमः। दिवाकराय नमः।
आदित्याय नमः। दिवाकराय नमः।
दिवाकराय नमः। प्रभाकराय नमः।
दिवाकराय नमः। प्रभाकराय नमः।
ॐ नमो भगवते श्रीसूर्याय नमः। ॐ नमो भगवते श्रीसूर्याय नमः। श्रीसूर्याय नमः। आदित्याय नमः। आदित्याय नमः। दिवाकराय नमः। श्रीसूर्याय नमः। आदित्याय नमः। आदित्याय नमः। दिवाकराय नमः। प्रेम से बोलो श्री सूर्य नारायण स्वामी की जय। Bhagwan Shri Krishna. We want to welcome all of you to our service this morning, our satsang. And as we continue our prayers, we offer these prayers to Bhagwan Shri Krishna, the Madhurashtakam. And we pray for his sweetness, his blessings. Everything about him was sweet. The way he walked, talked, smiled, carried himself. Everything was sweet. And I think everybody has a likeness for sweet. It may not be good for us, but at least we know we like something that is sweet. The Lord is like that. He is like the honey. When you get in touch with it, you're stuck onto it, and the taste never goes away. Our prayers this morning to Shri Krishna Bhagwan as he blesses Uncle Mahin, as he celebrates his birthday today. Today actually his birthday, and he was here very early this morning to give thanks and praise with all the pujas and things. So we want to ask Shri Krishna Bhagwan. The Lord Krishna is very dear to their family, to his late father especially, and we ask Bhagwan Shri Krishna's blessings on him. He's a gentleman, a thorough gentleman with a very pure heart. We want to ask the Lord to continue to bless him with health and strength to do all the good work that he does for his family and for his community. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kamsachanurmardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagat Gurum. Adharam madhuram vadanam madhuram nayanam madhuram hasitam madhuram. Adharam madhuram vadanam madhuram nayanam madhuram hasitam madhuram hridayam madhuram gamanam madhuram मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं
मधुरं
वचनं मधुरं चरितं मधुरं वसनं मधुरं वलितं मधुरं चरितं मधुरं भ्रमितं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं वेणु मधुरो रेणु मधुरा पानिर्मधुरा पारो मधुरा नृत्यं मधुरं सख्यं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं गीतं मधुरं पीतं मधुरं भोक्तं मधुरं सूक्तं मधुरं रूपं मधुरं तिलकं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं प्रेम से बोलो श्री कृष्ण चंद्र भगवान की जय। श्री राम श्री राम श्री राम श्री राम श्री राम। ओम रामाय रामभद्राय रामचंद्राय वेदसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीताय पतये नमः। श्री रामचंद्र कृपालु भज मन हरन भव भय दारुणम नव कंज लोचन कंज मुख कंज पद कंजारुणम। श्री राम श्री राम श्री राम श्री राम कंदर्प अगणित अमित छविना नील नीरज सुंदरम पतपीत मानहु तरित सुचिनामि जनक सुतावरम। श्री राम श्री राम श्री भजु दीन बंधु दिनेश दानव दैत्य वंशनि कंदनम रघुनंद आनंद खंड तोषण चंद दशरथ नंदनम। श्री राम श्री राम श्री राम राजानु भुज सर चाप धर संग्राम जित कर दूषण श्री राम श्री राम श्री राम श्री राम इति वदति तुलसीदास शंकर शेष मुनि मनरंजनम मम हृदय निवास गुरु कामादि खल दल गंजनम श्री राम 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 श्री राम। बोले सियापति रामचंद्र भगवान की जय। अतुलित बलधामं हेमशैलाबदेहं धनुजवन कृशानं ग्राणिनामृगगण्यं सकलगुणनिधानं वानराणामधीशं रघुपतिप्रियभक्तं वातजातं नमामि। मनोजवं मारुततुल्यवेगं जितेन्द्रियं बुद्धिमतां वरिष्ठं वातात्मजं वानरयूतमुख्यं श्रीरामदूतं शरणं प्रपद्ये। वीरमारुति गंभीरमारुति वीरमारुति गंभीरमारुति वीरमारुति गंभीरमारुति
वीरमारुति गंभीरमारुति
वीरमारुति गंभीरमारुति वीरमारुति गंभीरमारुति वीरमारुति गंभीरमारुति
वीरमारुति गंभीरमारुति
दास मारुति रामदास मारुति
दास मारुति रामदास मारुति
दास मारुति रामदास मारुति वीरमारुति गंभीरमारुति
वीरमारुति गंभीरमारुति
भक्त मारुति परम भक्त मारुति
भक्त मारुति परम भक्त मारुति
भक्त मारुति परम भक्त मारुति वीर मारुति गंभीर मारुति वीर मारुति गंभीर मारुति गंभीर मारुति गंभीर मारुति गंभीर मारुति गंभीर मारुति। बोले पवन सुत हनुमान की सिया भज रामचंद्र की जय। Now we bow to the feminine form of the divine, and she's all energy. The unique thing about this beautiful culture, Sanatan Dharma, is that we get to experience the emotions of the divine, and we get to express our emotions to the divine as masculine and feminine emotions. The divine form in Durga, Lakshmi and Saraswati, very unique. Ma Durga, she is Ichha Shakti. Ichha meaning willpower. I say this every week, but we get new people sometimes. Ichha means willpower. You may not have the physical energy to do something, but you still have the courage to do something. And this is what she represents, inner strength. What the West is talking about today, all about inside, that is her. Inner strength, Ichha Shakti. And when from within we have strength and courage, then that is manifested or is reflected in our limbs, in our face, our feet, everywhere it is reflected. So that is Durga Ma. Then we have Mahalakshmi, who is Kriya Shakti, the mother of wealth, happiness, bliss. She takes care of the material things for us, but let's not limit her to that alone. She's way beyond that, Mahalakshmi. Wherever there is light, as you know, there can never be darkness. She fills our life with wealth and health and beauty. Whenever there is inner beauty, it reflects outside as well. We've always spoken about that. Whatever is boiling inside of you will reflect outside. Then we have Maha Saraswati Devi. Wednesday coming, by the way, is, anybody know Wednesday is what? Wednesday, Saraswati Jayanti. Saraswati Jayanti. Everybody's invited to come. People think that Saraswati Jayanti is for the children alone, but everybody needs knowledge, especially the grown-ups. We need that too. So Wednesday is a day for everybody. She's the mother, Jnana Shakti. She's the power of knowledge. Bhagavad Gita spoke about the power of knowledge. That the power of knowledge is like a burning fire that reduces fuel to ash, or reduces anything in its way to bhasma. The Gita students will learn that as we go. That is the power of knowledge. And it's not only the force of the fire, but it's the purpose of the fire. When you put, as they say, anything over fire, water or curry or whatever, it cooks it, it purifies it. So that's the purpose of knowledge, to burn the impurities away and to stay pure at all times. Let us together pray and ask Durga, Lakshmi and Saraswati Ma to bless all of you in abundance as we celebrate this beautiful day with Uncle Mahin as he celebrates his birthday. Om Dum Durgaye Namah. Paji, tunasa tissue laiye. Tissue. Om Dum Durgaye Namah. Om Dum Durgaye Namah. Om Dum Durgaye Namah. Om Jayanti Mangala Kali Bhadrakali Kapalini Durgakshama Shiva Dhatri Swaha Swadha Namostute
Jaitam Devi
Chamundi Jai Bhutarati Harini Jai Sarva Gati Devi Kalratri Namostute. प्रेम से बोलो श्री दुर्गा माता की जय। ओम श्री महालक्ष्मी नमः। ओम श्री महालक्ष्मी नमः। ओम श्री महालक्ष्मी नमः। ओम लक्ष्मी करोतु कल्याणम् आरोग्यं सुख संपदा मम शत्रु विनाशाय दीप ज्योतिर्
नमोस्तुते
नमस्ते अस्तु महामाया श्रीपीते सुरपूजिते शंखचक्र गदाहस्ते महालक्ष्मी नमोस्तुते। प्रेम से बोलो श्री महालक्ष्मी माता की जय। ओम श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः। ओम श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः। ओम श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः। ओम या कुन्देन्दुतुषारहारधवला या शुभ्रवस्त्रावृता या वीणावरदण्डमण्डितकरा या श्वेतपद्मासना या ब्रह्माच्युतशङ्करा प्रभृतिभिर्देवैः सदा वन्दिता सा मां पातु सरस्वती भगवती निशेषजाड्यापः। प्रेम से बोलो श्री सरस्वती माता की जय। नारायणी नमोस्तुते नारायणी नमोस्तुते नारायणी नमोस्तुते नारायणी नमोस्तुते
नारायणी नमोस्तुते नारायणी नमोस्तुते
नारायणी नमोस्तुते नारायणी नमोस्तुते
नारायणी नमोस्तुते नारायणी नमोस्तुते
नारायणी नमोस्तुते नारायणी नमोस्तुते
नारायणी नमोस्तुते नारायणी नमोस्तुते
सर्वमंगलमांगल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थ साधिके
सर्वमंगलमांगल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थ साधिके
शरण्ये त्र्यंबके गौरी नारायणी नमोस्तुते
नारायणी नमोस्तुते नारायणी नमोस्तुते
शंख चक्र गदा शंखा गृहीता परमायुधे
शंख चक्र गदा शंखा गृहीता परमायुधे
प्रसिद्ध वैष्णवी रूपे नारायणी नमोस्तुते
नारायणी नमोस्तुते नारायणी नमोस्तुते
नारायणी नमोस्तुते नारायणी नमोस्तुते। प्रेम से बोलो श्री जगदम्बिका माता की जय। ओम नमः शिवाय। ओम नमः शिवाय। ओम नमः शिवाय। ओम वंदे देवमुमापतिं सुरगुरुं वन्दे जगत्कारणं वन्दे पन्नगभूषणं मृगधरं वन्दे पशूनां वन्दे सूर्यशशाङ्कवाहिनयनं वन्दे मुकुन्दप्रियं वन्दे भक्तजनाश्रयं च वरदं वन्दे शिवं शङ्करम् शान्तं पद्मासनस्थं
शशिधरमुकुटं पञ्चवक्त्रं त्रिनेत्रं
शूलं वज्रं च खड्गं परशुभभयदं दक्षिणाङ्गे महान्तं नागं पाशं च घण्टादमरुकसहितं चाकुशं वामभागे नानालङ्कारयुक्तं स्फटिकमणिनिभं पार्वतीशं नमामि। ओम नमः शिवाय। नमः शिवाय। बोले उमापति महादेव की जय। ब्रह्म मुरारी सुराचितलिंगम निर्मल भाषित शोभितलिंगम ब्रह्म
मुरारी सुराचितलिंगं निर्मल भाषित शोभितलिंगं
जन्मज दुःख विनाशकलिंगं जन्मज दुःख विनाशकलिंगं तत् प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिंगं तत् प्रणमामि
सदा शिवलिंगं देवमुनि प्रवराचितलिंगं कामदहं करुणाकरलिंगं रावणदर्प विनाशकलिंगं तत् प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिंगं तत् प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिंगं सर्वसुगन्धसुलेपितलिंगं बुद्धिविवर्धनकारणलिंगं सिद्धसुरासुरवन्दितलिंगं तत् प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिंगं तत् प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिंगं कनकमहामणिभूषितलिंगं मणिपतिवेष्टितशोभितलिंगं लक्षसूर्यार्घ्यविनाशकलिंगं तत् प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिंगं तत् प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिंगं कुङ्कुमचन्दने प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गं देवगणार्चित सेवितलिङ्गं भाविन भक्तिविरेवचलिङ्गं दिनकरकोटि प्रभाकरलिङ्गं तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गं तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गम् अष्टदलोपरिवेष्टितलिङ्गं सर्वसमुद्भवकारणलिङ्गम् अष्टदरिद्रविनाशकलिङ्गं तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गं तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गं सुरगुरुसुरवरपूजितलिङ्गं सुरवरपुष्पसदाचितलिङ्गं परात्परमपरमात्मकलिङ्गं तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गं 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 तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गं
बोले श्री उमापति महादेव की जय. Now we invite everybody in the temple to stretch your legs, not in a social way though, but in a prayerful way. We invite everyone to come on the altar and bring your flowers and your prasad. We invite you to visit the puja store and buy a bunch of flowers, just like you would for a person. You buy that for your Lord as well. The girls are there to help you. And then you can come on the altar, follow the regulars and see what they do, and you can get along there as well. The Panditjis will be there to help you as well. While this is happening, of course you can bring your parsad, your fruits, whatever you brought, and your dakshina and thing. While this is happening, we'll have some singing by the kids. Thank you.
जय गणनाया श्री गणनाया जय गणनाया जय गणनाया जय गणनाया श्री गणनाया मंगलमूर्ति मोरया जय गणनाया श्री गणनाया मंगलमूर्ति वन्दे सन्तं हनुमन्तं वन्दे सन्तं हनुमन्तं रामभक्तं बलवन्तं रामभक्तं बलवन्तं वन्दे सन्तं हनुमन्तं 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 ज्ञानपण्डित अञ्जनतनयं ज्ञानपण्डित अञ्जनतनयं पावनपुत्रं भास्करतेजं पावनपुत्रं भास्करतेजं 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 वन्दे सन्तं हनुमन्तं 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 वायुदेवं वानरवीरं सच्चिदानन्द प्राणरदेवं सच्चिदानन्द प्राणरदेवं प्राणदेवं प्राणदेवं वन्दे सन्तं हनुमन्तं वन्दे सन्तं हनुमन्तं रामभक्तं बलवन्तं रामभक्तं बलवन्तं वन्दे सन्तं हनुमन्तं 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 जय सिया राम बोलो जय सिया राम 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 बोलो जय सिया राम 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 बोलो जय सिया राम बोलो जय सिया राम जय सिया राम बोलो जय सिया राम जय रघुनंदन जय सिया राम जय रघुनंदन जय सिया राम 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 बोलो जय सिया राम 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 बोलो जय सिया राम जय सिया राम बोलो जय सिया राम जय सिया राम बोलो जय सिया राम 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 बोलो जय सिया राम 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 बोलो जय सिया राम जय सिया राम
If you can refrain from having discussions in the temple while the puja is going on, please do. Afterwards, you'll have ample time to socialize. Thank you, everyone.
कृष्ण जिनका नाम है, गोकुल जिनका धाम है। कृष्ण जिनका नाम है, गोकुल जिनका धाम है। ऐसे श्री भगवान को, ऐसे श्री भगवान को बारंबार प्रणाम है, बारंबार प्रणाम है। कृष्ण जिनका नाम है, गोकुल जिनका धाम है। यशोदा जिनका मैया है, नंद जी बापैया है। यशोदा जिनकी मैया है, नंद जी बापैया है। ऐसे श्री गोपाल को, ऐसे श्री गोपाल जय लक्ष्मी कल्याणी मैया जय लक्ष्मी कल्याणी जय लक्ष्मी कल्याणी जय लक्ष्मी कल्याणी मैया जय लक्ष्मी कल्याणी जय लक्ष्मी कल्याणी सवाई शरणत हो जो तू मिटाना चाहे जीवन की कृष्णा, जो तू मिटाना चाहे जीवन की कृष्णा, सुबह शाम बोल बंदे कृष्ण कृष्ण कृष्णा, सुबह शाम बोल बंदे कृष्ण कृष्ण कृष्णा, जो तू मिटाना चाहे जीवन की कृष्णा, जो तू मिटाना चाहे जीवन की कृष्णा, सुबह शाम बोल बंदे कृष्ण कृष्ण कृष्णा, सुबह शाम बोल बंदे कृष्ण कृष्ण कृष्णा। कृष्ण नाम पावन पावन, कृष्ण नाम प्यारा प्यारा, कृष्ण नाम पावन पावन, कृष्ण नाम प्यारा प्यारा, जो न बोले कृष्ण कृष्ण जग में वो हरा हरा। कृष्ण नाम पावन पावन, कृष्ण नाम प्यारा प्यारा, जो न बोले कृष्ण कृष्ण जग में वो हरा हरा। मने का मिटे अंधियारा, बोले कृष्ण कृष्ण, मने का मिटे अंधियारा, बोले कृष्ण कृष्ण, सुबह शाम बोल बंदे कृष्ण कृष्ण कृष्ण, सुबह शाम बोल बंदे कृष्ण कृष्ण कृष्ण। जिसको मिले ना तेरा सुख का मरम क्या जाने, जो न ध्याए कृष्णा कृष्णा नित्य का धर्म क्या माने। जिसको मिले ना तेरा सुख का मरम क्या जाने, जो न ध्याए कृष्णा कृष्णा नित्य का धर्म क्या माने। चाहे अगर जियारा बोले कृष्ण कृष्णा, चाहे अगर जियारा बोले कृष्ण कृष्णा, सुबह शाम बोल बंदे कृष्ण कृष्ण कृष्णा, सुबह शाम बोल बंदे कृष्ण कृष्ण कृष्णा। जो तू मिटाना चाहे जीवन की कृष्णा, जो तू मिटाना चाहे जीवन की कृष्णा, सुबह शाम बोल बंदे कृष्ण कृष्ण कृष्णा, सुबह शाम बोल बंदे कृष्ण कृष्ण कृष्णा, सुबह शाम बोल बंदे कृष्ण कृष्ण कृष्णा।
I can't hear you. बोले श्री कृष्ण चंद्र भगवान की जय। उमापति महादेव की जय। Let us sit up for a few moments. A little meditation this morning, as we do in every Sunday morning service. Sit straight up and relax your shoulders. Let your palms be rested on your knees, facing upward. Thumb and index finger touching each other, the other finger straight. A simple way that we practice the meditation is to look on the altar, take an image of the Lord, and as you close your eyes, let your gaze be focused on that image. That is a simple form of dhyanam. Now that our eyes are closed, your back is upright, shoulders relax, your gaze is on the object of the Lord. We're going to practice a little pranayam, which is deep inhalation through your nostrils. And as you inhale, you feel the pranic energy, the vital force of life, through the tip of your nostrils. That is the presence of the divine. And you exhale afterward through your mouth and chant Om, the sound of life. We inhale the breath of life and we exhale the sound of life, which reverberates our body, shakes away the impurities, and allow us to blossom. Deep breath. Mahamrityunjaya mantra. Om Trambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushti Vardhanam Urvarukmeva Vandana Mrityurmokshayamamritateyo Trambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushti Vardhanam Urvarukmeva Vandana Mrityurmokshayamamritate. Om Trambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushti Vardhanam Urvarukmeva Vandana Mrityurmokshayamamritateyo. Namaste astu Bhagavan Vishveshwaraya Mahadevaya Trayambakaya Tripurantakaya Trikalagnikalaya Kalagnirudraya Neelakanthaya Mrityunjaya Sarveshwaraya Sadashivaya Sriman Mahadevaya Namah Mahadevaya Namah. Om. Be in silence for a few moments, everyone. Just keeping your eyes closed. Same posture. Om Bhurabhuvasvah Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat. Om Bhurabhuvasvah Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat. Om Bhurabhuvasvah Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om. Please open your eyes. Prem se bolo Siyapati Ramachandra Bhagavan ki Jai. Umapati Mahadeva ki Jai. Pavan Sut Hanuman ki Jai. Ram Ram Sita Ram. These are simple words which I think everybody can join with. Rama Rama Sita Ram. It's a very simple kirtan to promote singing by everyone. Kirtan is a constant repetition of a few names or a few lines. Just very simple and meant to engage everyone. So please sing with us or after us, whoever is comfortable with you. Ram 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 Hey Ram 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 Sita Ram Ram Sita Ram Ram Ram
Sita Ram
Oh Ram Ram Sita Ram Ram Ram
Sita Ram
Ram Ram Sita Ram
Ram
Everybody
Sita Ram
Ram Ram Sita Ram
Ram Ram Sita Ram
Ram Ram Sita Ram Ram
Ram Sita Ram
Oh Ram Ram Sita Ram
Ram Sita Ram
तू ही श्याम तू ही घनश्याम तू ही श्याम तू ही घनश्याम तू ही श्याम तू घनश्याम तू ही श्याम तू घनश्याम ओ मेरे प्यारे राम ओ मेरे प्यारे राम 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 सीता राम
Ram Sita
ओ
Ram
राम राम सीता राम
Ram Sita Ram
सारा जग है तेरे धाम 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 हो मेरे प्यारे राम हो मेरे प्यारे राम 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 सीता राम राम राम
Sita
ओ
Ram
राम राम सीता राम
Ram Sita
ओ
Ram
राम राम सीता राम
Ram Sita Ram
राम राम सीता राम
Ram Sita Ram
राम राम सीता राम 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 सीता राम 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 सीता राम राम Ramaya Ramabhadraya Ramachandraya Vedase Raghunataya Nathaya Sitaya Pataye Namaha. Bole Siyavar Ramachandra Bhagavan Ki Jai. Jai Sitaram everyone. Jai Sitaram everyone. Jai Sitaram everyone. All right, I know it's getting a little chilly. Probably chill is coming in here a little bit. Want to make sure you're here. I'd like to, first of all, say Jai Sitaram and a very, very warm welcome to all of you to our temple this morning, and of course those online. This year we have made an appeal to the community that, you know what, we are fighting COVID to the best we can, and I know home is very comfortable and very cozy for a lot of people on a Sunday morning, but please come back to the temple. And the appeal has been working very nice. This morning we're so glad to see all of you again, and we're also very glad to see very close and dear friends and family of Uncle Mahin. Today, before we proceed, I'd like to wish Uncle Mahin a very happy birthday. Please give him a big round of applause, everybody. This young man is 69 years old today. 69 years old. He moves better than more young men I know. He walks faster than better young men I know. And he very well works harder in his retirement more than a lot of young men I know. So this means two things. It means young people, you have to take example from him. And those his age as well, it is not a time to seize up. It's a time to keep going. We are very, very happy to have him in our family here, in our temple. And this is not only Bhavani Shankar Mandir, but in so many temples and communities he's involved in. And he brings along his close friends and family, many of which are here. I see many of the guys are here who worked tremendously hard in the early stages of our temple because of him. He's a very good man. He's a man of integrity and a very decent man in our community. Has a beautiful family and of course an extended, a lovely family here in the community. On behalf of Bhavani Shankar Mandir and all the people here who are friends and family with him, who is most people, Uncle Mahin, happy birthday to you. And we wish you many, many more years of great health and happiness and strength. It's a family with longevity and a family with a lot of laughter. I've been around the Bechans a very long time. I think as long as I'm in Canada, which is about 20 plus years. One thing I know about them, they know how to laugh. When you see they get together, they know how to crack a joke and they know how to have a good time. I've spent a lot of great time with this family, and I've spent time sharing a little bit of sorrow on passing of their dear ones as well. But all I can say is I'm very proud of my association with them, and it is my prayer that they continue to be the kind and good people they are. Uncle Mahin, of course, is that person. Sunday morning, we keep a nice little short, brief katha because I believe that it is your dose of medicine for the week. This morning, two birds were talking, two vultures were gaffing our conversation. And one of them says, tell me about the greatest misery in the world and tell me a little bit about the good and the bad. When we think about misery, to everyone, misery means something different, right? Something different. If you have a person with a toothache, I mean a bad toothache, a deep toothache, you know, one of those infection where the teeth get a hole and air going in and something like that, you know. And you go ask him at that point in time when the teeth is paying, what is the greatest misery in life? He'll tell you, sir or ma'am, the greatest misery in life is to have a toothache. right? But his toothache is gone now. Doctor fill him up, took out the root and so on. But the ears get an infection now. And he get bad ears pain, fever, ears like... one time I went to the hospital for a little thing to do a little, examination. When I put in you and take picture and thing, whatever the thing called. So a Guyanese man was there as well. And he didn't recognize me. We were turning backwards. So he went and he was doing an MRI. Our Guyanese language is very funny. You got to understand what it is. So the nurse says, "Sir, what is wrong with you?" He said, "Ma'am, I have a problem with my ears." And the lady said, "Sir, what problem do you have with your ears?" He said, "Ma'am, my ears bite me. My ears hurt me till you bite me." The lady says, "What? Your ears don't have a mouth? Your face have a mouth. How can your ears be biting you?" He said, "You won't understand. I'm telling you, my ears is biting me. And the longer you keep me here right now, you're going to bite me more." So I had to gently get up and go and explain Guyanese to a Canadian nurse. Of course, the man saw me and he know me. So I said, "Ma'am, he means that his ears has an infection and is giving him that sensation, But you got to understand the language. So if you go to an ear infection guy who teeth pain gone, and he has a bad infection, and you ask him, "Sir, what is the greatest misery in this world?" He'll tell you, "Sir, the greatest misery in this world is an ear infection or when your ears bite you." Now he is pain gone, but he has a bad migraine. So bad, he took Tylenol, whatever he take. Well, he can't take Tylenol because we don't have Tylenol now in Canada. So I don't know what he can take. But he takes something. I will limit it only to that, but that's all right. He takes something, and then what happens? He goes now and you ask him, "What is the greatest misery?" He says, "Man, the greatest misery is when you have a migraine." So the misery depends to most people on what you're experiencing at that moment. But is that true? Is that true? Because when the pain gone, ears pain gone, head pain gone, and whatever gone, you're back to normal. There's no misery anymore. So Kagbasundiji says to Guru, he says, what is the greatest misery in this world a person can experience? And of course, Ramayana is a very simple scripture, and the Ramayana tells us what is the greatest misery in this world. Nahi daridra sam dukh jag mahi, nahi daridra sam dukh jag mahi, sant milan sab sukh jag nahi, sant milan sam sukh jag nahi, पर उपकार वचन मन काया, पर उपकार वचन मन काया, संत सहज सुभाव खगराजा, संत सहज सुभाव खगराजा। श्री राम जय राम जय जय रामा, श्री 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 राम जय जय रामा। Nahi daridra sam dukh jag mahi. This is the vulture by the name of Kagbasund. Kagbasund was a very intellectual crow. He was a crow, but a very big one, as big as an airplane, bigger than a 747. So he was sitting like an old big vulture on top of the old mountains, and he was giving this lesson to Garuda, another big vulture. And he says, Garuda, Nahi daridra sam dukh jag mahi. He said, There is no other misery in this world so terrible as poverty. This is from the books. There is no other misery in this world so terrible as poverty. Poverty in all its sense. Poverty in all its sense. Have you seen the news recently? The people are stealing groceries from the grocery stores. Time has come when people cannot afford the basic needs in Canada. I don't want to get too political here, but the basic needs of groceries people in this country cannot afford. Yet our government has committed $3.4 billion to Ukraine. There's nothing wrong with helping people who are falling, but we have to think about our own people a little bit. Poverty in all its sense, when you cannot afford the basic things in life on a material platform, that is poverty. One of the greatest miseries in this earth. But there are other kinds of poverties as well. Ashtadaridra, 8 kinds of poverties. We can't talk about all of them. But when a human being lacks compassion, when a human being, the highest form of life, lacks compassion, that person is living in poverty. When a human being lacks decency in life, you're living without any decency, then you're living in poverty. We are the highest form of creation in this life. Today we're celebrating birthday. All of us will celebrate our birthday or celebrating our birthday. Highest form of life. If we can't display compassion and decency in life, then we are very poor people. What is poverty? A third form of poverty. Poverty is when you have everything, but you fail to give back something in life. It may be wealth, it may be education, it may be time, because people think sometimes that only the rich people can give, but no. No, every one of us can give because all of us have time. Uncle Mahin is a classic example. Man is retired, but he's working more harder than when he was employed. He's here so many weeks doing all this kind of work, helping his friends, helping the temple so much, right? We have time that we can give. If we have a luxury of time, but we fail to give time back to others in need, then we are living in poverty. If we have all the knowledge in the world or a knowledge in some aspect of life, and we fail to give that knowledge back to people or use that knowledge to help people, we are living in poverty. How can you do that? Let me give you a little tip. You know how to do something that is helpful to people. Maybe somebody don't know to cook. Maybe they're new to this country or something like that. You show them the way around. You show them the way around how to do things, how to keep your taxes in this way, how to do this, how to do that. You know, show them simple things. That, my friends, if you know but you cannot give back what you know, you're living in poverty. What is another form of poverty? Mukam karoti vachalam pangulam ghayate garim. You have the greatest sense of education. You have the greatest sense of grammar. You can speak and impress people, but not a day you use this mouth to call God's name. Not a day you use this mouth to speak something that is very positive and uplifting. That is a form of poverty. When we have the ability to speak, but we cannot speak something uplifting. We are very poor when that happens to us. Mukam karoti vachalam pangulam ghayate girim. We have the ability to walk, but we cannot use these feet to go to places, noble places. You cannot use these feet to walk a path that will allow others to say, that man or woman or person walk that path, I want to walk that path. That is poverty, right? The cripple is not the one in the wheelchair. The cripple is the one who has the ability to walk, but fail to walk on the path of goodness of life. Forget about religion and godliness, just path of goodness. Just do good thing. Because if you talk religion, people say, I don't believe in God. Fine. I think everybody believes in goodness, right? Everybody believes in goodness. So use his feet to walk the path of goodness. And if you can't, then you're living in poverty. This is what the scriptures tells us. Now, do we need a book to tell us this, or this is simple common sense, right? That if we have something and we fail to give it back, we are living, and that is the greatest misery we are living in life. The greatest misery. The next question was asked, who should we be friends with? संत मिलन सब दुख जग नाही, संत मिलन सब दुख जग नाही. Sant Milan, to be friends with the noble. Sant translates to saint, a saint. But I don't think a lot of people understand what a saint is. We tend to look a saint for as a person who is dressed in a certain way or wear a certain clothing or something like that. And that's fine, that's an aspect of a saint. But a saint is a noble person. Noble. It means your deeds are so noble that yes, you do and you live for yourself, but you also live for the welfare of others. Now come on. What are we if we can't live a little for people? You're not a people pleaser, or you don't live every day to please people. But a sant, Tulsidas tells us, a sant thinks about their problem as big as a mustard seed and thinks about the problem of a friend or a good person as a mountain. A sant or a saint or a noble person looks out for the welfare of people. They care about people and they do things to help them. Kag Basunji says, Garud, that there is no blessing in this world equal to the communion with the noble people. All of us, let us find good people and let us associate with them. Let us find people who don't gossip. Let us find people who see the beauty in everybody's life and talk about that beauty. Let us find people who appreciate the good things people do. Right? Let us find people like that and let us choose to be friends with them, because there is no blessing so good as that. What is the greatest charity a person can give in this world? The question was asked. Par upkar vachan par kaya, sant sahaj subhav khag raja. To be charitable to others in thought, word, and deed. In thought, word, and deed. Remember, you don't have to have necessarily to be charitable. You can be charitable in thought, word, and deed. You think well of others, that is being charitable. You speak well of others, that is being charitable. And you do good to others, that is being charitable. I think we can wrap up the katha and say, listen, our message today, we're taking for the rest of the week, is to do 3 things. Actually, for the rest of our lives. But I know we're busy. 3 things. To think well of people, to speak well of people, and to do good to people. Trust me, if you do that, you don't even need to pray. If you think well, speak well, and do good. Speak good, think good, and do good. You don't need to pray. But what is the purpose of praying and praying and praying and this display of prayers? But behind that, we are bringing people down. This world is a very, very different place that we're living in. The book tells us to be charitable to others in thought, word, and deed is the inner disposition of the good person. There's an old song that tells us what is happening in this world, no? Dekh tere sansar ki halat. Anybody know this song? Raise up your hand if you know this song. Okay, very good. देख तेरे संसार की हालत, क्या हो गए भगवान। कितना बदल गया इंसान, कितना बदल गया इंसान। देख तेरे संसार की हालत, क्या हो गए भगवान। कितना बदल गया इंसान, कितना बदल गया इंसान। सूरज न बदला, चांद न बदला, न बदला रे आसमान। कितना बदल गया इंसान, कितना बदल गया इंसान। देख तेरे संसार की हालत, क्या हो गए भगवान। कितना बदल गया इंसान, कितना बदल गया इंसान। आया समय बड़ा बेढंगा, आज आदमी बना लफंगा। कहीं पे झगड़ा, कहीं पे दंगा, नाच रहा नर होकर नंगा। छल और कपट के हाथे अपना बेच रहा ईमान। कितना बदल गया इंसान, कितना बदल गया इंसान। देख तेरे संसार की हालत, क्या हो गए भगवान। कितना बदल गया इंसान, कितना बदल गया इंसान। देख तेरे संसार की हालत, क्या हो गए भगवान। कितना बदल गया इंसान, कितना बदल गया इंसान। कितना बदल गया इंसान, ओ कितना बदल गया इंसान। देख तेरे संसार की हालत, क्या हो गए भगवान। कितना बदल गया इंसान। Look at the condition of the world. Look at the condition of the world. This old song is saying, Kitna badal gaya insan. How much have people changed? How much have people changed? Suraj na badala. The sun has not changed. The sun is still shining. Morning time sun rays up. Evening time sun gone down. Suraj na badala. The sun hasn't changed. Chand na badala. The moon has not changed. Every month you still get full moon. 2 weeks after full moon is still Amavasya, new moon. And 2 weeks after new moon is full moon again. Moon doesn't rise in the day. Moon rises in the night. The moon has not changed. Suraj na badla, chand na badla, na badla re asman. And the skies have not changed. The skies are still blue. And on a wintry day it is gray. On a rainy day it is cloudy. That's how it has been. The skies have always been blue, and it is still blue. The sun has not changed, the moon has not changed, the skies have not changed. But look at how much people have changed. Kitna badal gaya insan. Look how much people have changed. Today, people will say, Panditji, forget about all this thing. All this thing, this old thing that I talk about, is not important because time has changed. I do not think we have an appreciation for the meaning of that statement. You don't know what it means. Time has changed. How has time changed? There is still 24 hours in a day. Right? Time has not changed. 6 o'clock in the morning sun rays, or whatever time it is, till goes down in the evening. Time has not changed. There is still 60 minutes and an hour the last time I checked it. 24 hours in a day the last time I checked it. How has time changed? Time has not changed. But people have changed. We have come from the sun and the moon. Chandrama manaso jataha. Chaksho suryo ajayata. The Vedas tells us our mind was born from the moon. Our eyes were born from the sun. Our mouth was born from the fire. We have come from the elements. The elements have not changed. Fire still born. The elements have not changed, but people have changed, and unfortunately, not for the good. This is a time that we should awake. A time that we should awake. And a time that we should be proud as well. We are working tremendously hard in this community, especially with young people, which I'm very, very proud of. In this temple this morning, there are so many young, youthful people here. So many of them are in Gita classes now that we offer for free at the temple from 12 noon and onwards. They are here listening and talking and speaking about Gita. Very proud of them. Let us not allow this drift or this voice in the wind to cut hold of us and just to move away with it. No. A lot has changed, but let us not change. Let us not change. We can change for the good, but let us not go with this, rhetoric that you have now. Santa Sahahi, the question is asked. Na? What about the good and the bad? Sant sahahi dukh parahita lagi par dukh hetu asant abhagi. What about the good people? Garuji asked the vulture Kagbasun. This is two vulture, eh? Two crows meet up and they're talking God's name. Two crows meet up and the only name they're talking is God's name. Kagbasunji says, tell me about the good people. What do they do? Sant sahi dukh parhit lagi par dukh hetu asant abhagi. The good people, they endure pain in the interest of others. Good people. A lot of good people do that. They don't care about themselves, but they will give everything they have. They will endure pain. They will lose sleepless nights. They will endure sleepless nights, rather, for others to sleep. They will give away their comforts so that others can be comfortable. Those are good people. Good people are very hard to find in life. I remember very, very clearly. I'm talking this today because it is Uncle Mahin's birthday. And he doesn't need praises. He never asked for it. But I remember in the building of this temple, since in the unit, how much time this gentleman gave with his family and his friends. A lot of them who are here today. How much time they give when the temple, late nights, this gentleman was here. Late nights he was here. He and I worked together on many, many things in this temple, very, very closely. Because many of you think, Pandit Nadu not. I don't do much, but at least I show up and show some spirit and give the guys some encouragement. Many nights he left his home, his family, and he spent with us here. Good people, they endure pain for the well-being of others. That is the book is saying. The good endure pain in the interest of others, but the evil, they do so to give others pain. Par dukha hetu asant abhagi. The evil people, they give pain to others. They plan out a very creative way to make people's lives painful. If you're going to put so much of planning into something, let it be for the purpose of making someone's lives better. That is the message this morning that we're giving you. Rat jaru sam sant kripala parhit niti sab vipati bisala. Who are the good people? They are tender-hearted. They are tender-hearted. The good people are tender-hearted. Rajataru sam sant kripala. Tender-hearted are the good people, like the birch tree. Submit to the direst distress for the good of their neighbors, like the tree. But the wicked, Kagbasundaji says, like the hemp, have their skin flayed off and perish in agony in order to be able to bind others with ropes. Listen, O Garuda, like snakes and rats, the wicked do harm to others. The wicked do harm to others, though they have no purpose of their own to serve. He asks about the good and the evil. Obviously, we have to make a choice here. And all of you are obviously very good people. And here, this message is just telling us what the great saints have taught us in the Hindu scripture. And the wicked, he says, having destroyed other people's property, they perish themselves. You know, there's an old story. The regular know this story here, but I'll tell you again. There was a scorpion that was drowning. You know a scorpion story? Scorpion that was drowning. And a good man was walking at the bank of the river and he saw the scorpion drowning. He said, "Hey, scorpion, I have to save this guy." So he took up his stick and he lifted the scorpion up and he put his stick in his back and he's walking out of the water and he says, "Jai Ram, Sri Ram, Jai Jai Ram." And he saw the scorpion trying to crawl, you know, and on the stick to come and sting it. He loosed it back in the water. He says, "What's wrong with you, man? I'm trying to save you and you want to sting me? Come on again. Time to change." He picked up the scorpion again, put his stick on his shoulder. "Jai Ram, you know, sadhu, no? He walking out. Jai Ram, Sri Ram, Jai Jai Ram." Scorpion slowly crawling up now, sneakily paused. And the man watching with his side eye. You know, a good human being, we are better than the owl, you know. We have eye all over the place. He looked and he see the scorpion pause, and he coming fast. Throw him down. He said, "I want to help you out of this water." The scorpion started to drown. And the third time he picking up the scorpion now to take him, another gentleman was outside. He says, "Wait a minute, what are you doing? The more you help him, the more he wants to bite you. Just let him drown. Why are you attempting all the time to lift him up?" And the man says, "It's very simple. The meaning of the story is very simple. If he cannot give up his bad habit, his evil habit of wanting to sting me, why should I give up my good habit of wanting to save him?" Right? My nature is to save. My nature is to help. I'm not going to give that up because he refused. He's being stubborn. Now, there's a limit to that in life, as you know. There's a limit to that in life. You're trying to pull people out of the dungeons, but then you're attempting to get stung. It's okay, as long as you have not given up your good deeds and your good habits. You're okay. It's the nature of the good. Kagbasunji said the nature of the good is that they were born in the heart of others. People were born them hurting them, but they will still remain good. No matter how much you're born gold, I think many of us go up in the village and so on. Hey, you don't see it much. You just go to the store, jewelry store, and you buy something, gold. But back home, the man next to us, the neighbors, and think they're pounding gold all day. The more they heat the gold, you know, the gold does not diminish because it is very rich, very pure. No matter how much heat they throw on it, it still maintains its value. Maintain its value. There's another analogy I want to give you this morning, and I'll close off. I've talked about this one as well, but we are all busy. It was a gentleman, he was demonstrating. He had a $5 in his hand. And he looked at everybody and says, "Hey, what is the value of this note?" Everybody says, "This note is valued $5. He says, "Very good." He took the note, he put it on the ground, and he walked on the note, stamped on the note, pick up the note. He says, "Everybody, what is the value of this note?" Everybody says, "Well, you stamp on it, you throw dirt on it, but it's still $5. He said, "Very good." He took the note, he crumbled it up like this, he slapped the note, he threw it on the ground, he picked up the note again. He said, "Everybody, what is the value of this note?" Everybody said, "Well, you slap it, you crumble it, you try to hurt it, but still the value is $5. He said, okay, no problem. Right? He put away the note now. He bring back the note now. Everybody said, what's the $5? You put him away, he still come back. He maintained his value of $5. A little analogy there is that no matter what, if you're stepped on in life, you're put away in life, you're put down in life, you do not ever lose your value. No matter who step on you or what step on you or how low you have fallen or how long you have been put away, you do not lose your value. You are priceless. All of you are priceless. And that is the message I think I will close with this morning, that all of you, and me too, we're all very priceless people. And if we take that away, that no matter what happens, we're going to have a few cloudy days, a few wintry days, and a lot of sunny days. Well, in Canada, more dark days than anything, but that's fine. We still have our value. You'll go to school and somebody will try to bully you as children. Somebody will try to outdo you, as though learning these days is a competition, right? As though learning these days is a competition. Everybody's cousin got to go bigger universities than the other, and you had to feel bad about it. What is this? It doesn't matter which school your friend or your cousin or your sister or your brother go, you are still priceless. You are still so valuable and good. It doesn't matter where your cousin, your friend, your brother, your sister, your family, or your relative or anybody work in any office and what tie they wear, and whatever job you're doing, working in a factory or being on the line, you are still priceless. You are still invaluable. But don't let our value go down because of what you think of somebody. Sometimes that's all it is. We think of someone as being somewhat invaluable, and we put our price to the base level. Don't do that. Because if we do that, my friends, we are ultimately responsible for our, for our growth. I hope and pray, it is my prayer that all of you will continue to grow. I realize that all of us are not prayerful as the other people, but we all do great work in life that can be very uplifting to everyone. I'd like to thank all of you for coming out this morning and really spending your time with us at the temple, but more so celebrating the birthday with Uncle Mahin. Let us close with this bhajan. It's a very old song. They are devotees of Lord Krishna. So I know his father was an ardent student of the Gita. Even in his days of illness, he's very sharp. He can speak the Gita and the Mahabharata and the characters and so on, very, very, sharp. And whenever we'd go to the home, they would always do puja to Krishna Bhagwan. I've been this family priest for over 2 decades, and I know how they pray. I know how they help the community. This morning, I'd like to sing this song and ask all of you to join. Jai Krishna Hare, Shri Krishna Hare, Dukhiyo ko dukh dur kare, Jai 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 Krishna Hare. I don't think there's anyone here who don't know the song. But if you don't know, just try to pretend to sing something. Everything will be fine. Jai Krishna Hare, Shri Krishna Hare, Dukhiyo ko dukh dur kare, Jai 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 Krishna Hare. Jai Krishna Hare,
Shri Krishna Hare, Dukhiyon ko dukh dur kare, Jai 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 Krishna Hare.
Oh, Jai Krishna Hare, Shri Krishna Hare, Dukhiyon ko dukh dur kare, Jai 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 Krishna Hare. Krishna Hare, Shri
Krishna Hare, Dukhiyon ko
जब चार तरफ अंधियारा हो, जब चार तरफ अंधियारा हो, आशा का दूर किनारा हो, आशा का दूर किनारा हो, और कोई न केवल हारा हो, और कोई न केवल हारा हो, फिर तू ही बेड़ा पार करो, फिर तू ही बेड़ा पार करो। जय 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 कृष्ण हरे, जय कृष्ण
हरे, श्री कृष्ण हरे, दुखियों को दुख दूर करे। जय 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 कृष्ण हरे।
तू चाहे तो सब कुछ कर दे, विष को भी अमृत कर दे। तू चाहे तो सब कुछ कर दे, विष को भी अमृत कर दे। पूरन करती उनकी आशा, पूरन कर दे उनकी आशा, जो भी तेरा ध्यान धरे, फिर जो भी तेरा ध्यान धरे। जय 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 कृष्ण हरे, जय कृष्ण हरे,
श्री कृष्ण हरे, दुखियों को दुख दूर करे। जय 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 कृष्ण हरे।
ओ जय 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 कृष्ण हरे, जय 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 कृष्ण हरे। प्रेम से बोलो श्री कृष्ण चंद्र भगवान की। Uncle Mahin, happy birthday to you again. You're such a good man. I don't know what to do for your birthday, but I hope this has been good enough to make you happy, and more so to bring close friends and family together in a very beautiful environment, a temple which is your home, to celebrate your big day. So happy birthday again to you. Bhagwan's blessings. I would like to call on my brother Sam. Please come sing a bhajan for us. Bhaji. While he's coming up to sing a bhajan, I would like to this morning as well extend blessings and best wishes to the Ramprasad family. Bhaji Kamo Ramprasad and his family. It has been 6 years since they lost their mother, Auntie Doreen. I remember because I did her funeral, and she was a very kind lady, formerly of Blaymont, my side of the tongue in Barbies. So we want to extend best wishes and prayers to the entire family, to Bhaji Kamo and the entire Ramprasad family, as they remember their loving mother. While Bhaji Sam is getting ready for his song, we started actually in the month of January this year. We started to cook back bhojan downstairs for everybody after Sunday. However, last year, just before all this happened, somebody had booked the downstairs because we were uncertain what was happening. It was booked long ago downstairs for a private event, a baby shower I think they're having. So today, bhojan will be a takeout food. All of you will be given a nice, sumptuous meal to take home, and have your lunch, of course. Of course, if you're driving, you cannot eat and drive. Hello? No eating and driving? The person next to you can smell up the van with the nice bhojan, but you're not permitted to do that. So bhojan is prepared for all of you on behalf of the family, but we're just happy to have you this morning. That's what's important. Bhaji Sam, please.
I just want to wish my brother Mahin happy birthday. He and I share the same year, not the date. So he's a few months older than I am. But as Panditji said, he's great for our community, makes it a better place. And, I got to know him like maybe 15, 20 years ago when we had a Mandir Cricket League going. Panditji, you'll remember that. You were part of that league as well. And many times he got me out. So I think he's ahead of me. I don't think I got him out many times. He was a great bowler, and I see Pradeep is here, and Shastri is here as well. All great friends of mine, going back, as I said, many, many years. So Mohe lagi lataka guru charanana ki. This bhajan actually pays obeisance to our guru, and in our philosophy, our first gurus are our parents. So I don't see Vic here, but this bhajan is being sung on behalf of Vic and his siblings to their father. Gamadani sa ni sa ni dha ni dha ma ga sa ni sa dha ni sa ma ga ma. Mohe lagi lataka guru charanana ki. Mohe lagi lataka guru charanana ki. Mohe lagi lataka guru charanana ki. Charanana ki, charanana ki. Mohe charanana ki. Charanana ki, mohe charanana ki. Charanana ki, mohe charanana ki. Mohe lagi lataka guru charanana. Mohe lagi lataka guru charanana ki. Charanana bhiya mohe kachu nahi bhave. Charanana bhina mohe kachu nahi bhave. Jhoothi maya sab sapna ki. Jhoothi maya sab sapna ki. Mohe lagi lataka guru charanana ki. Mohe lagi lataka guru charanana charanana ki. Charanana ki, mohe charanana. Charanana ki, mohe charanana ki. Mohe lagi lataka guru charanana. Mohe lagi lataka guru charanana ki. Bhav sagar ab sukh gayo hai. Bhav sagar ab sukh gayo hai. Shikhar nahi mohe taran ki. Shikhar nahi शिखर नहीं मोहे चरण की मोहे लागी लतक गुरु चर मोहे लागी लतक गुरु चरण की मीरा के प्रभु गिरधर नगर गिरधर नगर गिरधर नगर गिरधर नगर मीरा के प्रभु गिरधर नगर उलट भयो मोरे नयन की उलट भयो मोरे नयन की मोरे लागिलत गुरु चर मोहे लागिलत गुरु चरण की चरणन की चरणन की चरणन की मोहे लागिलत गुरु चरणन की मोहे लागिलत मोहे लागिलत मोहे लागिलत गुरु चरणन की.
Very nice, Bhaji Sam. Thank you very much. A beautiful Ragmal comes there, dedicated to Guru.
A round of applause for Tablawala.
You see what I don't understand with these men is this gentleman is 69 years old, what just sung there, and he is upset because I call him Bhaji Sam. He want me to call him Uncle Sam. That's not going to happen. They're so youthful looking and they move so youthfully, and they want me to call him Uncle. He's another gem in our community who is really, really helping a lot of people as well. Thank you, Bhaji. Good to see you this morning as well. We're ready to do Aarti, but please remember this Wednesday coming is Saraswati Jayanti. I'm looking forward to seeing all of you, especially the children, to come and do some japam and to do some puja to the Devi. Puja will start at 6:30 p.m. So look forward to seeing all of you. Thank you. Please stand, everyone. The Shrotas will do Aarti first. Om Yani Kani Cha Papani Janmantar Kritani Cha Pani Sarvani Nashyantu Pradakshinam Pade Pade. Everybody is invited to do Aarti. Om Jai
Jagadish Hare Swami Jai Jagadish Hare Jai Jagadish Hare Swami Jai Jagadish Hare Bhakt Janon ke sangat Das Janon ke sangat Chand mein door kare Om Jai Jagadish Hare Jo dhyaave phal paave Dukh bin se man ka Swami dukh bin se man ka Sukh sampatti ghar aave Sukh sampatti ghar aave Kasht mite tan ka Om Jai Jagadish Hare पालन करता, स्वामी तुम पालन करता। मैं मूरख घनकामी, मैं सेवक तुम स्वामी, कृपा करो भरता। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। तुम हो एक अगोचर, सबके प्राणपति, स्वामी सबके प्राणपति। किस विधि मिलो दया है, किस विधि मिलो दया है, तुमको मैं घूमती। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। दीन बंधु दुख हरता, ठाकुर तुम मेरे, स्वामी रक्षक तुम मेरे। अपने हाथ उठाओ, अपने शरण लगाओ, द्वार पर तेरे। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। विषय विकार मिटाओ, पाप हरो देवा, स्वामी कष्ट हरो देवा। श्रद्धा भक्ति बढ़ाओ, श्रद्धा प्रेम बढ़ाओ, संतन की सेवा। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। तन मन धन सब है तेरा, स्वामी सब कुछ है तेरा। तेरा तुझको अर्पण, तेरा तुझको अर्पण, जाना दे मेरा। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। ओम जय जगदीश हरे।
ओम ॐ शान्ताकारं भुजगशयनं पद्मनाभं सुरेशं विश्वाधारं गगनसदृशं मेघवर्णं शुभांगं लक्ष्मीकान्तं कमलनयनं योगिविर्ध्यानगम्यं वन्दे विष्णुं भवभयहरं सर्वलोकैकनाथं। त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव। सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः, सर्वे सन्तु निरामया, सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु, मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्। For those of you who can, please bow. Om Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurudevo Maheshwara, Gurur Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Asato ma Satgamaya, Tamaso ma Jyotirgamaya, Mrityor ma Amritam Gamaya. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om। प्रेम से बोलो गणपति भगवान की, पवन सुत हनुमान की, सिया भज रामचंद्र की, जगदम्बिका माता की, वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की, नमः पार्वती पतये, हर 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 महादेव, शंभो सत्य सनातन धर्म की। सबको ये जय जय सीताराम। Please be seated. RT will come to all of you. Please take RT. Don't get up as yet. And then before you leave, the Panditjis will give you prasad at the door. And bhojan will be given as you're leaving the temple as well, outside. Take away bhojan as well today. Thank you all very much. Good to see all of you. Jai Sitaram.